So American Girl may be getting rid of the create your own line. Yeah, let's talk about it. Hi you guys, it's me Chris and welcome back to the Doll Studio. How are we? How are you? I, right now, am doing great, fine and dandy. It is becoming spring in New York very quickly and it is starting to get hot very quickly, and in my apartment it is very, very, very warm. And this is my least favorite time of season to film because I am a whole entire man, and so it really does get hot in here and it gets very, very sweaty. So if I look a little bit oily, a little bit sweaty, I'm so sorry. Like, my ACs and everything, they all work beautifully. However, sometimes, you know, they give up on me sometimes and they end up just shutting down and I need to give them a break. And today, unfortunately, was one of those days, but I want to make sure that I gave you guys this video. Anyway, that's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. How are we? How are you? You look great. I'm so happy to see you, queen. What have you been up to? Let me know in the comments down below. But for me, I have been over here literally going back and forth on the idea of American Girl getting rid of the create your own line. This past week, American Girl did put up a notice that the create your own line is currently unavailable, and a lot of rumors have been swirling that the American Girl create your own line is actually going to be discontinued. Now, for me personally, before everyone starts to comment and get annoyed, yes, I do not have a solid answer for this of whether or not this is going to be discontinued. I have, in my personal opinion, a very strong argument as to why I don't think this is going to be going away, but I just want to make it very clear because someone in the comments is going to definitely say, he doesn't even give you a straight answer. Listen, I'm here to talk about it. We're here to discuss it. I want your thoughts and opinions. I want you to comment down below, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I want this to be a discussion about whether or not this is actually going to be a thing that is happening. But before we get started, definitely make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, hit that notification bell so that way you guys are notified about every single time that I post, like this video, and yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Anyway, moving forward, let's just get on with the video. Oh my God, it is so hot already. I hate spring in New York. It is so hot. Anyway, so the create your own line started when I was actually in like college. It was like 2016, 2017. I want to say it's 2017. American Girl at like a toy fair basically was like, we're gonna do this whole like line where you can create your own American Girl doll. And when the American Girl create your own line first came out, we were all gagged. I remember everyone was ordering create your own dolls left and right. Obviously, the create your own line within itself has had its own fair share of controversies. I remember when the create your own line came out, it was the old eyes or like the new eyes with like the white back, and they were very scary. My first create your own doll was a doll that I named Sienna. I have since sold that doll and I have made a brand new version of her. She's gorgeous. She's basically the same thing, except I gave her a different wig and a couple of other different things. I don't know about you guys, but I remember when the create your own line came out, everyone was ordering them and everyone loved the amount of options that there were when the create your own line came out. When the create your own line came out, there were so many wig options, color options, eye options. There were so many different types of wigs that you could get. I remember there was an option for curly haired wigs, which I miss so badly, and I regret not getting more curly wigs because I love like ringlet, Nikki, curls type wigs. Like, those are the wigs that I truly, truly, truly love. So I do regret not making a doll with that wig, and I wish I had, but it's fine. It's cool. It's okay. The moment's passed. But yeah, I do remember that. And also dolls with bangs. Oh my God, bangs. American Girl needs to bring back the bangs. This is something that I feel like we have all been saying. Side bangs and bangs, like the two of them. I feel like even though trend-wise, they're not a thing right now, on dolls, it's okay. And for me, whenever I'm on Mercari or eBay, I feel like I am constantly looking for dolls with bangs or side bangs, like anything under the sun of that entire like idea, because those are so cute on American Girl dolls and I really, really miss them. But yeah, they used to have a bunch of combinations and so many choices, and the original like outfits that you could pick from were so cute. So I definitely miss when Create Your Own first started. Anyway, after they got rid of the like new eyes with the white back, you know, the Create Your Own line, in my personal opinion, started to kind of go, I don't want to say downhill, but the Create Your Own line for the past couple of years, they really started to pull back on a lot. And I mean, like, in my personal opinion, like a lot. They got rid of the dark blue eye color. They got rid of a bunch, and I mean like a bunch of the wig options in my personal opinion. Stuff is constantly on back order now, which is really annoying. Like I understand that stuff is, you know, very, very popular in regards to like what you're choosing. And then over the years, there was definitely a lot more issues with the create your own line. I feel like recently, I mean, a lot of stuff is usually on back order. There aren't a lot of options in regards to wigs, in regards to the things that you can really, I don't want to say do. I know that they got rid of the blue eyes. They got rid of the wig like textures and types. Like the curly wigs are no longer a thing. Like they only have like short curly wigs now. Sometimes the outfits are on back order. Like there's just a lot of problems with the back order thing. And on top of that, with them incorporating like the idea of adding boys into the line and adding the Kaya mold, I mean, it wasn't really the cutest look when they did that. And I know that a lot of people were obviously angry at American Girl for incorporating the Kaya mold into the create your own generator. I think that American Girl realized that they did a little oopsie daisy with that because people obviously got really upset by the fact that they were basically like continuing to give this idea that the Kaya mold is a very like masculine mold. And there's a whole conversation that we can have about that in the comments if you want to. But for me, I was very happy that they added the idea of adding boys into the line. I think that it was really, really great. I have my mini-me thanks to that, who I obviously am obsessed with. My photo shoots with him, I do them all the time. He is one of my favorite American Girl dolls. He is my comfort doll. So I'm very happy that they did that, which I think was a good thing. And also the Kaya mold. I am very happy that they added the Kaya mold into the mix. Now, here are my reasonings for why I think that American Girl actually could potentially get rid of the line. So for the past couple of years, I've noticed from the beginning of the Create Your Own line to now, the Create Your Own line has kind of been a massive liability to American Girl. And I obviously don't know the numbers and stuff like that. I do know that the line is very, very popular. However, in it being popular, I know a lot of people return and exchange these dolls. Not necessarily return, I do know that they exchange these dolls like crazy. Anytime that I see someone get a create your own doll, just with the way that American Girl dolls are kind of manufactured now, with like having like lopsided faces, thin wigs, like all those different little things, I've noticed over the years, and it was the most prevalent when the benefit sale was happening, that I noticed that a lot of people were giving back a lot of create your own dolls. And that stuff is a loss to companies and businesses to have to do that. And I feel like as of right now, it is a common thing that a lot of collectors will get a create your own doll, have defects with that doll, and then ask for an exchange. And American Girl, from my understanding, doesn't really say no to that option. For me personally, every single create your own doll that I've ever received, except for my mini-me, I want to say, has been exchanged, because there's always an issue with them. Always. My doll Malibu is the second one. My doll Eve is the second one, because there's always been issues with the line. Like there really is no way to prevent defects with these dolls, because they're obviously like assembled to create the custom doll that you are asking for. So I do feel like this is something that definitely I think American Girl is really starting to realize is actually making them lose money, is the fact that they basically are having to like produce double what they actually want to, because people are constantly finding defects. I feel like it's not really an issue for people that aren't in the know about defects and stuff like that. Actually, scratch that. I do want to say this. I do know that people that aren't in the know, because I have been a part of Facebook groups, they are returning these dolls because people don't understand the generator. People always get mad at American Girl for the way that the generator looks and the way that they design the dolls. They think that they're going to get one specific mold, but they end up getting another specific mold. So people usually get mad about that if they are not in the know of the American Girl world and like what face mold is which face mold, that kind of thing. So for me, I think that this is something that is basically stacking on top of itself, and American Girl is realizing that they're losing a very big profit by constantly having to exchange and fix these dolls, because on one side, collectors are returning them because of defects, and on the other side, a lot of just regular schmegular consumers are returning them because they don't understand the generator and they feel like they are just choosing things and then upset when they had an idea in their head of what the doll was going to look like, because they thought it was going to be one mold or one color of hair or one, you know, like the generator just makes dolls look very different than what they actually receive. And unless you're in the know as a collector or an American Girl fan, you are basically just like guessing and going off of that, and then the product you actually get is like completely wrong. So that ends up being a reason that people return these dolls. So I feel like American Girl Girl getting rid of this line would not be that far off, because I would assume that that is a major profit loss. And, you know, as a company, at what point do you say, like, we can't sustain this any longer? Like, we need to do something, and that either be reshaping, reworking, or getting rid of the line entirely. So if American Girl does get rid of this line, I will say that it's probably because of the fact that a lot of people, if not a majority of people, are exchanging these dolls. And I really do believe that it is a really big thing for people to be exchanging these dolls, because again, I do see on Instagram and Facebook groups that people are constantly exchanging these dolls because they're so defected. But again, I don't know if it's enough of a loss for American Girl to discontinue the line. All I know is that if they were to get rid of this line, I think it's because the overhead for something like this is starting to get really bad. And with everything going on right now, I feel like they are bracing for the impact of that financially. And I don't know if people are going to want to spend, you know, X, Y, and Z $300 on a custom American Girl doll, because it's going to start getting pricey if things happen the way that they're saying they're going to be happening. So yeah, I feel like the create your own line right now is at a standstill for a lot of reasons, and a lot of that may also be because of the political world going on right now. So if they were to get rid of the line, I would not be surprised. I feel like American Girl, as of right now, doesn't really know what to do with the line, but yeah. That would be the reasons why I think that they would get rid of the line. Now, as much as the create your own line has so many issues, I feel like the main reason that this may be down for right now and unavailable is because hopefully American Girl is going to modify the generator. I hope that American Girl is going to add new face molds. I think that American Girl would add the Makena face mold, and I think that American Girl would add the Nanea face mold. I've seen them starting to really incorporate those two face molds a lot more. I think that they realize that people really love that mold. I'm a little hesitant on the idea of them doing the Joss mold, because I feel like with the generator, people are going to confuse the Joss mold with the classic mold 1,001 times. And they're so similar with such small little differences that I feel like American Girl isn't going to really see that as much of a difference to kind of want to incorporate or deal with, because again, it goes back to this idea of like people expecting one thing through what the generator makes and then receiving another. And I feel like the Joss mold and the classic mold, they do look different, yet still kind of the same in their own ways. So I feel like American Girl may not add that one because of that. But the Nanea mold and the Makena mold, I think, are different enough that American Girl would incorporate them, kind of like the Kaya mold. I'm hoping that they bring back some of the curly wigs. Not everyone has like tight spiral like curls the way that Gabriella has them. So I'm hoping that they do a more loose curl, not wave, curl, because I feel like that would make more sense to incorporate back into the line, because people do have curly hair. I'm also hoping that they add the Yvette wig, because as you guys know, now that I know how to take care, manage, I do love that wig. I think it's very pretty, and I know that a lot of people would love to create a lot of different designs with that wig specifically in different shades, and it is so pretty. And now that we all have a grasp on how to take care of that wig, I have a video on that. I will link it down below. But with that, I think that this would be a really great chance for American Girl to incorporate that wig. I would hope that American Girl is also going to add the Maritza wig, that long, luscious, gorgeous wig. I feel like it would be so stunning to have in the create your own generator, and I feel like it would constantly be sold out, but I love that wig so much, and I hope that American Girl does incorporate that. But if they don't, it's fine. But for me, the big thing I would hope is that they are readjusting the generator, and that they are trying to create a new way for people to get very accurate looks at what their dolls will end up looking like. How? I don't know, but I think that they are starting to get a grip on it and are starting to go in and reprogram everything, so that way the major issue that people have with the generator is that their dolls don't look like what they design is fixed, and we can move on with our lives. But I am also hoping that right now that it is unavailable, we are going to get some new face molds. I don't really think that the skin tones is an issue. The eye color stuff, I mean, like having a difference of like green eyes or like pinwheel green eyes or hazel eyes, or, you know, having gray eyes versus light blue eyes versus dark blue eyes. I feel like for me personally, I don't really mind that. I feel like the options for that are kind of good. Same thing with the hairstyles. Again, I do hope that they add the curly wig back, because I miss that wig. And I also do miss the side bangs and the bangs. Please bring them back. Please bring them back. Also, create your own dolls may or may not now be coming with painted on lashes, which is a rumor that I heard. And I would not be surprised if with this unavailable moment that they're having right now, they are switching the generator to now have the look of eyelashes. I know that when Kaya was added to the Create Your Own line, it was done in like the midst of the night. That's when I saw that they were adding things, but like that was only like 2 wig options and the Kaya mold, and that was pretty much it. I don't know if they're doing an entire overhaul of the line and it needs to be like reformatted in a different way, or if they're rebranding it in some way. I don't know. All I know is that these are my predictions as to why they are unavailable right now. And I feel like these are all good reasons as to why American Girl is not doing the Create Your Own generator right now. Would you guys want to see the Joss mold in the Create Your Own generator or the Nanea one? I would love to see like an even darker skinned Nanea mold. I think that that would be so stunning. I would love to see a Nanea mold with freckles. That would be really cute. I love the freckle pattern look. So cute. A rumor that was going around, not this year, but last year, was the idea of American Girl incorporating an even more personalized American Girl doll where you could go in and basically like scroll over a little like freckle and like place it on the doll's face, so that way like they can create it with like everything matching, like very much like My Twin vibes, where you can go in and pick the eyebrow style, like the feathered Joss eyebrow, like the feathered Nikki eyebrow, or, you know, go in and basically like give your doll like a mole here, like very much that kind of idea. Now, I don't think that they would do that because I feel like that would be a lot harder to do. And I know that the Create Your Own line already gets a lot of exchanges and people having to remake the dolls. So it really, I don't see that happening whatsoever. But of course, I would love that if they gave you the option to customize dolls down to the type of eyebrows that they have. I would love that. My Mini-Me doll would completely change if they were able to do that, but who knows? I think that as of right now, if American Girl was going to get rid of the line, I don't think that they would just mark it as unavailable. I think that they just would have like done it and done some sort of like kind of like announcement for it, because with something that big, they would announce that and be like, get your last Create Your Own doll up until this specific date. And then that kind of be it. But with right now it just being unavailable, I think that they're just going in and basically changing the generator and adding things, or honestly subtracting things. Moral of story is that I personally am gonna say and put the button on American Girl is stalling and maybe doing some modifications. I don't think we necessarily need to dial 911 yet, but maybe we will in the future. But as of right now, with it being unavailable, I just think that it's that unavailable, and they are switching things around, rearranging the kitchen, trying to see what may be working for this new tariff situation that may or may not affect American Girl, even though I know it's probably going to affect American Girl. But as of right now, we have no information on that. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions on the Create Your Own line as of right now. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Do you think that the Create Your Own line is going away? Do we think that the Create Your Own line is staying? What are your thoughts on the Create Your Own line in general? What would you like to see American Girl do with the Create Your Own line? If they are adding things, if they're subtracting things, what would you love to see them do in regards to styles for clothes you can pick? Like, what are we thinking? How are we feeling? If you wanted to create your own doll and saw that it was unavailable right now, like, what are your thoughts? What are your emotions? Like, what are we feeling? I just want to know. I just want to know. I just want to know. Let's have the conversation. You guys know I love to read the comments down below, so definitely make sure you guys leave a comment. But other than that, yeah, those are all my thoughts and opinions. I want to hear from you guys. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys are following me on my TikTok, which is Chris American Girl. Like this video, comment down below. Anyway, I'm just repeating myself now at this point. I've missed you guys. Yes, I'm hoping to plan a New York meetup soon because I am very much missing the community. So that may be happening down the pike this summer because I know everyone will be free this summer, hopefully. But yeah, anyway, all right, you guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.